I am weak. I am so weak. I just want one cool thing, but I can't have it. I might just pull once per episode until I get something cool, but until that point I need to keep on my best behavior. So, greetings and salutations everyone. I'm Ekamak, this is Mnestic Experience. In the last episode, we fought our way through misconceptions, and it was a surprisingly potent fight. Here we have film, clear within 10 turns. Oh boy, it looks like we have more Shunokun. Bad combo team, very bad combo team. I still kind of want to see it.
어떤 조직놈들인지 면면 좀 받을까?
Meanwhile, Heathcliff's team. Bloody hells, what's up with these gits? They're showing up out of nowhere. How should I know? But judging by the getup, they seem like escort fellas. And things were going so well. We could have talked it out with those fedora guys who were rummaging around the place earlier, you know. But no, you had just had to go barking at them first. Would have saved us a lot of trouble if you hadn't, right? Oh, so it's my fault. Those bastards look like they were nicking stuff. This is our contract area, ain't it? They just walked off with something important. We'd be the ones catching hell. Listen, bud, not everyone's itching to swipe hair coupons into their pockets the second they got their chance. Oh, fuck. How many bloody months are you lot gonna milk that? Excuse me? What, you got a problem too, mate? No, not at all. Just wondering whether that gentleman over there is also one of our enemies? Huh? Is that the end of your troop performance? Shame. I was really enjoying watching you folks dance. My mistaking this place for the peach blossom land of legends had there been a cup of fine Jingmeko rice wine to go with it. Yeah, that's an enemy, alright. He has a name tag though. I think it says, LCD. LCD or whatever, who gives a toss? Am I supposed to put up with every bastard having a dig at me? Oh dear. Such bold swings! Didn't know there was an encore to that performance, huh? Yeah, I probably really should have gone for the Pride team again. You slippery little rat! Well, I do find this amusing enough, but if you intend to play with me, you ought to be more aware of your surroundings. Hey, behind you, there's... Ugh. Wow. He took out all those dopo-wearing people with just a single strike. I'd say that about covers the price of admittance for your true circuits, wouldn't you? Well then, I'll leave the rest to you folks. Wandering Blades and Muriam Tales never linger on stage for too long after all. Wait, where the hell do you think you're going? Ah, damn it. Go, Malka! Okay, this one might be a bit trickier because we don't have our entire combo team up. I believe you won that, Mersault. I'm sorry for the doubt, but it really doesn't feel like you should have. So I gave the House of Spiders characters just a free hit so they can get their corpus ingredient up and running. Memory transition. Turn end, lose a stack. If this unit has 0 stacks at turn start, certain units and effects transform. When staggered, recover from stagger. Reset memory transition stack to base stack. Do you think it's that they change from incapacitate to bind and back again? That could always be it. Mine. He lost the clash, so he gets karmic consequences. Are you serious? It's probably because he doesn't have his full set of ego at the moment. Or he didn't have it at that time, but now he does. Aw, man, I wish I could... I wonder if maybe we can get enough status effects on this guy by dogpiling everyone. Actually, he might not be leaving anyone for them to hit. Oh wait, no. Nope, not enough.
신체파의 예술을 보여줄 시간이랍니다.
Oh well. Three arch potency out of 0.
예술적이에요.
Oh, that's interesting. Icy Encore Class 2 Staff. If this unit inflicted Intelligence Gathering, heal 10 SP. On Tremor Burst, raise the target's stagger threshold by pinning nail stack. Max stack 10, gain offense level for every 2 bind, gain bleed equal to stack. On Tremor Burst, gain bleed count equal to stack, once per turn. Gain bind equal to stack, then lose it. We don't know what these guys have. Briefcase Corner Point, inflict pinning nails. Inflict pinning nails, trigger a Tremor Burst. Current coin attack end, Unbreakable Coin. Inflict Intelligence Gathering next turn. When using a skill of identical rank, the skill photographed. Okay, I think I see what this gimmick is about. Thank you for the ingredients!
놈 나와!
When photographed using a skill of identical rank, expire at turn end. Defense skills and ego skills are counted separately. Expression of primary colors. So she cannot use her skill 2, otherwise she gets fricked. Sparkle, sparkle. Closing time, art installation.
관람 중에는 정수.
They are still weak to the same types of attacks at least.
훌륭한 단말만 해요.
I have to wonder if we're going to get other mold colors to go with the core fists, and if we're going to see more of them. I kind of hope so. I would like to have more of a team for that, but... Turn 7. Do what you did just now again. You've dealt a devastating blow.
감상은 어떤가요?
This poor man. The index said to obliterate you. So, let me get this straight. Dude was here just a minute ago, and now nobody knows where he wandered off to? Yeah. Bloke just turned up out of nowhere, flapped his gums, then did a runner before anyone could grab him. Ezra let out a long, listless sigh, as though she were getting sick and tired of even complaining about Kim. Lady Ezra, I cannot say your frustration is misplaced. I trust you are also aware that, more often than not, Mentor's actions carry a profound design. He has never left his post without purpose so far. No, I get it, okay, but come on, would it kill him to give us a heads up before he goes zooming off on his own again? It's not like we'd stop him. What are we gonna do, tie him up, lock him up in a closet? We don't do that in our team, right? Remember last time? We all thought he was being a good patient and sleeping it off in the recovery ward, but no, when the LCE got infiltrated, he snuck out without telling anyone and came back like nothing happened. The team leader didn't even chew him out for that! Lady Ezra, that's... Oops, wasn't supposed to mention that, was I? Then the reason he failed to participate in the operation was simply because the LCD was lax in supervising its personnel. Is that what you're suggesting? Lady Moses bade us hold our tongues for this very reason. She knew full well Mentor's intentions would be misunderstood in precisely such a manner. What part of this have I misunderstood? Did you not just disclose that that man deserted his post without authorization? That's the thing. He wasn't just wandering around. He was outside, all alone, taking down the ring automatakins who locked down the elevator that leads into the LCE department. Yeah, it's not like he was dealing with the strongest enemy out there, but the recovery ward didn't have an emergency alarm. Nobody from the department was there to warn him either. He just somehow caught on and did the job himself. Huh. Heard it's all thanks to him that the facilities team manager managed to get the comms back up and contact the LCE chief dude way faster, and that helped the LCA actually deploy. It would have been delayed for another hour or two if he hadn't stepped in, apparently. He looks very silly, but he's actually he actually does know what he's doing, apparently. And he went fighting even though he wasn't fully recovered, so he came back looking like he'd been processed through a meat grinder. Singing machine! So yeah, he did end up staying in bed like a good patient, in a lot of pain. Then the soldier's not entirely deserving of reproach. Nope, he's a less talking, more doing type, I guess. Anyway, we were all stuck inside the building back then during the incident, so fine, I suppose there was no helping it. Today though, never mind, it's always like this with him. He always slips away and pops back in saying, "It's done." My point is, what happens if one day one of those solo missions doesn't go his way and he just drops dead in the street somewhere? How are we supposed to help him then? Actually, how does he even know what he's supposed to be done in the first place when no one gives him any instructions? Bloke's gotta be relying on his gut feeling, innit? Gut feeling? When do we get our Blade lineage mentor Heathcliff, huh? Look, I only saw the bloke for a bit, so I can't say I've got him all figured out. He's an annoying bastard. But he didn't strike me as some clueless sort who doesn't know where he's stepping. Heathcliff stretched at his chin, and kept talking as though he were stating an obvious fact. Today's proof enough. He's not one of us, so Clockhead couldn't have reached him from that far and sent him back to back us up. And there's no way he just happened to run into us when we were about to get into battle, innit? Then, well, could be bloke's got some stupidly sharp head on him and piece things together. Could be that. But I got these moments where I get a flash of that gut feeling, however you want to call it. My boss man, Matthew, said he could hear that kind of shite too. He said, I can hear them gears turning, or I think I hear rats scurrying about. He'd do things you couldn't make heads or tails of. Listen, there was this one time when we were expecting a life and death fight. Matthew says he can hear them gears turning, walks into a random pub, starts throwing back drinks like he'd lost his bloody mind. That does sound like someone who's lost his bloody mind. Back when I was on the ship, some sailors used to drink the barrel dry before battling whales to blunt their fear, only to stumble around on the deck and fall overboard. Yeah, and boss could knock it back like a whale. Still, the point is, getting plastered right before the turf wars, not what most sane people would call a good idea. Had us all crossed, so we went stomping after him. And guess what? Turns out that pub was the secret hideout where the opposing syndicate was holed up. They were crowding around the gaffer, running their mouths about they'd kill him and put an end to the dead rabbits. That's when we came storming in and had him surrounded instead. Not a single one of them got away. We beat him bloody, every last bastard. And boss knew it'd play out that way. Sorry, but this really sounds like Barstool bragging to me. You sure that wasn't just a coincidence? I should think it was no mere chance. If you are saying as much, then surely this was but one among many such coincidences. Is that not so? Yeah, every time Matthew pulled one of those stunts, our lot ended up growing bigger. Wouldn't have kept working so neatly if it were just a coincidence. It is likely what is referred to as, indeed, an instinctive sense or experience-based precognition. More accurately, an unconscious process by which information accumulated in the subconscious is sorted and converted into sensible conclusions. There have been some extremely rare cases in which Heathcliff has demonstrated the ability to arrive at coherent conclusions that surprise even Faust. On further analysis, it would appear to be employing a mechanism similar to a sixth sense, as some people call it. You don't need to throw in that extremely, it's just gonna annoy him. Is that a compliment, or are you taking the piss out of me? Though my mentor does not see fit to explain each step he takes. When all has passed, I often find that no footfall of his was taken in vain. I would ask of you, grant him but a little time and wait. Keep waiting, and the shape of his intent may yet become clear. Though I confess I have also been concerned about him of late. His recent silence is far heavier than what I have noticed in the past. I mean, they went to the library. That didn't work out for most of the Blade lineage, if we're honest. To wait. Don Quixote began, hesitated, then stopped herself from saying more. She only gave a quiet nod. Yeah, okay, I suppose our team leader has her own reasons for letting him be. That said, doesn't mean I'm happy about it. Let us return to the task at hand and do what we can for now. Fine. As the others quieted down, I finally had room to notice the place we found ourselves in. There wasn't a single ray of light, just the deep red hue, pressing in from every side. Can't believe we've been chatting away in the dark this old time, fellas. And the red lights aren't helping at all, especially with my age and eyes. A thought occurs to me. What if recording equipment is banned in Encore? I don't even recall where I heard this, so I might just be talking about something that isn't true, but what if Encore equipment is banned? Recording equipment is banned in Encore, because they don't want it getting mixed up with the stuff that the taboo hunters get up to. Oh, are you looking for the light switch? It's right here. And right then, don't turn on the light. I heard Mersault's clipped warning, his voice coming from a corner I didn't expect to find. Mersault, where are you? Ah, there he is, that corner. Is he washing something? I am developing the film roll, manager. Exposure to light might ruin the entire roll. Please exercise caution. So he'd been doing his own thing. That explains why he was quiet all along. Didn't think you'd know how to print photographs, pal. What's that for anyway? You expressed the wish to have the film developed, manager. I'm carrying out that instruction. I see. A photo studio first, and now a darkroom. This may be no more than conjecture. But it would not be unreasonable to suppose that the axis of this distortion rests upon the photographer. The film's serial numbers either match those found in the photo studio, or deviate by only a single digit. It is certain that this darkroom is connected to the studio in some way. The images bear a striking resemblance to these photographs. I also believe this building and that photo studio share a strong connection. Huh? Where'd you get these photos? I brought some from the photo studio. I cannot name the locations in the picture with certainty, yet they all appear to have been taken at various places in Encore's district buildings mostly. Hey, wait, I know what these are. People take pictures like these when supplying stuff to the department store. Correct. The photos must have been taken by a docugrapher. Mersault chimed in, holding up a cylindrical container in his hand this time. He gave the container a shake every now and then, with a measured rhythm. Whatever he was doing seemed to be part of the process of developing the film. Film rolls are hardly affordable for the average resident in Encore. In most cases, taking photographs is done as part of a professional duties. There are approximately 21 occupations in District 14 that utilize photography. However, only a single profession involves routinely photographing specific buildings, adhering to fixed standards that can be found in these pictures. And these docugraphers you mentioned are the people entrusted with that job? Yes. They photograph the information to be poured into canned experience. A docugrapher? How could a person of such decently lucrative profession fall into distortion? Decent job maybe, but how do we know if they're a decent person? Ezra replied with a clear-cut answer only after a brief pause. What makes you say that? The photo studio we were at didn't have any darkrooms, right? No, it didn't. My team leader said there are other ways of processing film rolls, but in Encore, you have to go to a darkroom to develop and print them. Correct. Film rolls are usually immersed and develop a solution to be processed. Which is why photo studios have these darkrooms equipped with red safe lights right next to them. But this place is plenty far from that photo studio. Yeah, now that you mention it. Check out these windows, they're only covered by newspapers, all messy like. If you consider how sensitive film rolls are to light, it's really super suspicious that this darkroom doesn't have any proper blackout panels. And you know films can cost a fortune in some places in the city, right? Who in their mind would print photos in a room patched up with yesterday's newspapers? Oh. This probably isn't even a legit darkroom. Someone just hauled in the bare minimum tools needed to develop film and threw them together in a hurry. Someone who didn't want to be seen printing photos. And people usually don't avoid scrutiny unless they're doing something not so decent. If that's the case, then I can see why they might have distorted. Right? Manager. Mersault came to my side quietly, still giving the strange cylinder the occasional shake. I have a request regarding your instruction to develop this film roll. What is it? Please ensure that the light in this room is not turned on until development is complete. Aren't we already doing that? Yes, however, engaging in battle opens the door to uncontrollable variables. This is why I have judged it necessary to make a separate request. Battle. There is no need for concern. I am capable of participating in combat while maintaining the development process. Wait, can you slow down? A battle, you say? Surely there must be cause for you to believe so. At the photo studio, reinforcements arrived exactly 11 minutes and 34 seconds after Nankor's pinframe team staff were defeated. Deductions based on the events thus far make it clear that the photo studio and this darkroom share some kind of connection. Furthermore, Sinner Heathcliff, Honglu, and Gregor have battled Nankor's pinframe team in this very location. I hear footsteps rushing up the staircases, approaching closer and closer. I have a feeling I know what Mersault is getting at, but I ask anyway. Meaning? The initial rinse is finished. The process is now halfway to completion of the second agitation. This indicates that 11 minutes and 30 seconds have elapsed since the start of development. A battle is imminent. Please withdraw to a safe position, manager. Mersault, you should have warned us way earlier! Understood, manager. I will follow that instruction going forward. Did I accidentally start a second battle?
약지에 감긴 세 바퀴의 반지는 마에스트로가 되기 위해 인정받은
I need to jump
세
back
가지
to the Blade Lineage team though.
비록
Because
지금 제 작품이 만인의 심금을 울리지는 못.
I need the extra currency if I want to pick up the new Honglu. That's all there is to it. Until next time guys, take care. I'll see you all around. One mess up and it was Yi Sang. Go figure.